Ahmed survived, but she watched her father-in-law and sister-in-law freeze to death. Syrian refugees were caught in a fierce snowstorm as people's smugglers trekked them across mountains to reach Lebanon. 17 people died, including children. Ahmed said they asked the smugglers for help, but instead they abandoned them.
We asked the smuggler to help us go back. He wanted money. He kept threatening us with guns. We had no choice but to comply. My father-in-law was old and needed to go back, and my children needed me. I had to go back.
The smuggling route is an 8-hour journey through difficult terrain, and on that particular day, weather conditions were very bad. The rescue and search effort lasted for days. Ahmed is from the city of Raqqa. She went back to Syria because she couldn't afford to treat her sick child in Lebanon's Baqaع Valley. Her 1-month-old girl died in Syria, and Ahmed had to return to her family in Lebanon. Syrians like her can't use government-run border crossings if they don't want to lose their refugee status with the United Nations. It's not just that.
I ask the Lebanese authorities to open the border and not charge so much money to those who want to cross legally. They demand we get sponsors, and that costs hundreds of dollars. We are ready to pay the $100 we give smugglers to the government instead.
Lebanon, just like Syria's other neighbors, Jordan and Turkey, no longer accepts refugees. At the start of the Syrian conflict, more than 1 million Syrian refugees entered Lebanon. Soon after, the Lebanese government said it wasn't able to cope with the vast numbers. In 2015, it imposed new restrictions, ending its open-door policy for refugees. Some Lebanese politicians have been calling for refugees to return, at least to areas where the war has ended and calm has returned. But the UN and the International Committee of the Red Cross don't consider Syria safe yet. For many refugees, safety is not their only concern.
If we go back to Syria, we can't survive. Our homes are destroyed and so are our livelihoods. There are no jobs, so how do we live? At least here we get some help from the UN.
Abu Muhammad's father, Jassim al-Khalid, died in the snowstorm, and his nieces, Maryam and Hannah, lost their mother, Aisha al-Musa. The girls need to go back to Syria to be raised by their grandmother, but because they entered Lebanon illegally, the only way back is through the mountains. Zana Khudr, Al Jazeera, Baqaع Valley, Lebanon.